It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go near midfield at the 49. But first down, Hurts. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Eagles at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Marquise Bell in on that stop. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. I think I'm being generous with that number.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we go to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Look at this Cowboy defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 in the opening quarter of the game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing, Prescott. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. A big gain there after going backwards, and that
that's a good bounce back play right there. Taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker. Now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 9.
And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Prescott on first down. That is incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Prescott now on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Cowboys.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now a 2nd and 10. This out quickly to Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them a 3rd and 9 moment.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Prescott yet again. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Pollard. He's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had a broken tackle. Couldn't get it all the way home.
Defensively being able to diagnose they saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them momentum.
There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mitchell now off the option. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Prescott now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 8. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he takes it the distance. No time. And it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Breaks through the contact and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the single. They couldn't get away. He goes with a dozen yards, a 12-yard lead, so it brings up third. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. It's strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Prescott. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, Pollard. That's a room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Fights loose. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Pollard again, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Pollard gets it off the option, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you're good, the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now to go to him. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First down, here's Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33.
It's a game of matchups. Between taking receivers and moving around the patch, especially against guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now throwing on 3rd down.
Because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So that, Charles, a season long. And since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, so everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run left with Pollard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 61 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
In motion right, that's Williams. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he'll take this inside the 20. And we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And his kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
He's back to throw.
27 yards line.
So right when that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. They'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on, boys. Let's mistakes out there, offense. We're going to do it. Let's go. Keep up the offense. Keep it up. It's about time, fellas. Great.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Put it in for a touchdown.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do